Oh, hey y'all, welcome back. So, I have a client here with some silver, beautiful hair. It's so beautiful. So, I'm going to start by using the Resurrection Mask. It is full of proteins, and you know what protein does? It helps reconstruct and strengthen your hair strands. We have protein like keratin in our hair, and when it lacks this protein, it can start to look lifeless. So, especially with gray hair, it's a little on the weaker side, just because in our last video we talked about when the hair stops producing melanin, that's what makes the hair gray. So it's like I just want to add everything into it to give it life and keep it healthy and nourish it as I can. So the Resurrection Mask can be used on all hair types. I just actually put it back in stock. Matter of fact, everything's in stock right now. Things might be moving fast, so as this video is on, you can go to deeperthanhair.com and see what's going on. So I am breaking her hair up into sections, and I am just putting the conditioner all throughout her hair and making sure that it is evenly coated. Now, usually I would put a client under the dryer with a cap for about 30 minutes, but instead I'm going to go in with this steam gun, and I am going to open those cuticles up and make sure that that protein gets into every single strand. So I got this steam gun from Matoe. I'm going to put her website right down here, and you could go check it out. I love this thing. It's super quick, easy, and it's straight to the point. So this is my little boo. We use it almost every day at the salon. Now, outside of the steam, making sure that that conditioner is deeply penetrating, it's also increasing the softness, and it is encouraging blood flow to her scalp. So once you get that blood flow going, you already know that stimulates the growth. So that makes everybody happy, and it helps to repair any damaged hair. So now I'm just going to go ahead and massage it in. When you put conditioner in, it's not supposed to go directly on the scalp. It's supposed to go on the hair. But you just want to massage that and just wake up those roots, and that also encourages growth. So now that I have rinsed her conditioner out really well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to blow dry it. I'm going to start with our Satin Shield Serum. It's in stock right now, deeperthanhair.com. Go over and get it. If you've been looking for it, it's back. And I'm just going to rub it throughout her hair. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to only do her hair in two sections because she is getting a twist out today. She doesn't want any heat on her hair. She's had a lot of problems with people putting heat on her hair and turning her grays yellow. So today she wants to do a natural style. She said, I want my hair wild and free. I just want my curls. So I'm like, okay, that's totally no problem, because I know a lot of people can't do gray hair without turning it yellow and singeing the hair. So we don't want her to go through that anymore. Even though I know how to do it without that, it's like natural styles are better, and it's healthier for her hair, especially while she's taking care of her own hair during quarantine. Now, of course, I'm blow drying right now with our favorite dryer. If you know, you know. And we have been working trying to figure out how we can get this blow dryer back in stock on Amazon. I told you, a lot of people are like, when's your blow dryer gonna be back on sale? This is not my blow dryer. This is just a blow dryer that is the best dryer ever. And I'm about to have a little situation for y'all. So just hold tight, because the dryer is coming. Just know that my team has been working very, very hard. And I mean very hard, to make sure that we have a really cute connect for y'all, because I do believe that you guys deserve this dryer and we want it now. So that's what we're going to work on. And hopefully I'll have some really good news for y'all in about like the next 2 weeks, so hold tight. I will be announcing it, and I'll probably put it in the community section on YouTube, so just look out for my posts. All right, that's all I gotta say about that. Now, I know y'all like, Key, you just said that she was getting a natural style. Why are you even blow drying it in the first place? And the answer is simply because she wants a haircut today. And y'all know how I feel about making sure that the hair is blown out and stretched as evenly as possible so that the cut can be precise. So this is exactly why I'm blowing it out. I'm only doing it in two sections, and I'm doing it on medium high because I don't want to put hot air on her grays, because I don't want to discolor it whatsoever. Look how beautiful this is. Her color is just so grand. In my last video, somebody's like, well, how come people just don't go gray when it's time to go gray? And listen, like, everybody's not ready for that all the time. Like, some people want to keep their hair dark, and that's okay. I always talk about us being individuals and having our own opinions on how things should go. And if somebody wants to keep their hair dark instead of gray, that's their business, and vice versa. So I'm just going to comb it out. This time I'm using a black cape so I can see better. Usually with dark hair, I use a white cape, and you see her hair grows round. So I'm just going to go in with my Her Strands of Hair shears, and she asked for quite a bit off. So I'm just going to take off about 2 inches, 2.5 inches, because that's what she requested. We're just taking all that wispy hair off, and we're going to make sure that it is nice and solid and chunky all the way from root to them tips. So talk to me, when your hair starts to get gray, would you fully go gray instantly, or do you feel like you're the type of person that might dye your hair and keep your hair dark? I feel like depending on how early it happens for me. See, my mom and dad didn't start getting grays until they were in their 50s, like literally. Like, my mom she only had a few grays maybe in her 60s, but my dad got his in his late 50s, and it was like, in his beard and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to gray late. I'm 37 and still don't have any grays. But a lot of my friends have quite a few. So what do you think? I think that if I'm blessed for my grays to look as beautiful as this, I'll probably rock out with it. I had a gray wig before, and I loved it. So I think I would go with it. Some grays aren't really as, I don't know. Some of them, that salt and pepper look, I might not want. But if it's white like this and silver, I'm all for it. Tell me about you. What do you think you would do? You know what? I'm lying. This salt and pepper is kind of fly because it's like a happy medium. It's like half dark and half light. So you can kind of like gracefully bow out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm going to keep thinking about that. I really want to hear y'all answers. Next, I'm going in and I'm just going to even her hair out with some soft layers so it won't be just like all one length. You need to graduate it out. So that's what I'm pulling her hair out, just to make sure that when you ever see a video of a haircut or a person and they bend their head down and the hair just kind of looks really choppy, this will eliminate that. You need to go in and just take those ends and layer them out to be all even when it's pulled out. It can't all just be even with the back, and it also doesn't all reach to the bottom. So you have to make sure to go in and get all the hair. So now that this cut is complete, you see how heavy it looks now? Nice and full, nice and chunky. And I am going to start her twist out. So I'm going to start with Kira Ashley's Curl Defining Mousse, and I'm just going to put it through her hair. And we are just going to comb it through each section one at a time. Now I'm just going to go in and part out the first section for her twists. Now I'm gonna go in and add a little more mousse. It's sometimes you gotta be careful adding a lot of product because it'll end up leaving a buildup, or sometimes you'll end up with like, flakes and all of that that wouldn't happen naturally. Look at that! Look at that beautiful wave. Right now it's weighed down with product, but it curls up a lot tighter than that. But I just love how that happens. It just looks really pretty. So I'm going to go in, and what I'm going to do is start with two strands. It's like doing a cornrow, but two strands. So I'm going to do a 2-strand twist, and I am going to stay on the base of her scalp. I'm not going to, make it just loose. I'm going to do it to the base just like I would do a cornrow. Once I complete that twist on base, then I'm going to carry that twist out all the way to the end. And then I'm going to use a flexi rod to hold the end. So you can use a perm rod. Some people's hair, you can just twist it and coil it through your fingers and it'll lock. But I just kind of wanted to give it a little more oomph. So I made sure that I use something that'll help, curl up the ends as well. You can also use a smaller flexi rod if that's what you desire your ends to look like, or a larger one. I'm twisting it because I want that twist to be as tight as possible without hurting her, of course. And so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to put that on that end and lock her twist in place. Now I'm just going to do that again with my next section. taking 2 strands, and I'm just going to do an on base twist, 2 strand twist all the way down to the nape, and I'm going to use a flexi rod to lock it again. So now that I have that back section complete, I'm going to move on with the second section of hair. I am doing these twists fairly big because she wants her ringlets to be big. So she just kept saying, I like my hair wild. I like my hair wild. And I'm like, all right, we're going to give you some wild hair. You want to know what's so cool about this client? Is, you know how I say on my videos, like, I don't do hair in the salon anymore. I just make videos. So if you think that I might want to work with you, shoot your shot. And this woman created an Instagram page, and she shot her shot. So I told her, like, come on in, girl. So that's how she got in the chair. And I'm so happy that she did. She came from New York, and I loved her hair so much. So I gave her a part over on the right side where she said she usually wears her part. And now I'm going to part the next section so that I can do her twist for the front of her hair. Now again, I'm doing another on base twist, and if you do small twists, you will come out with really tiny crinkles. But if you do bigger twists like I'm doing, then the crinkles will be a lot larger. So the point of this, although she has a natural curl pattern, twist outs manipulate your hair and form it into a pattern. So if you see anybody's curl pattern just looking too perfect and uniform, 9 times out of 10 they manipulated their hair to do that. But not saying that natural hair can't be a perfect curl, because it totally is. But if you see it just looking super uniform, more than likely it was a twist out or curlers or rollers involved, which is also okay, because sometimes you just want a different look than just your natural wave or your natural curl. So just remember that larger twist equals bigger curls, and smaller twist equals smaller curls. Now feel free to do any pattern you want to, put your part where you want to, put your twist where you want to. If you want the twist to hang in the face like a bang, clearly you would twist the hair towards the front. If you want a middle part, any way you want to do it your way. So now her twists are done, and I'm gonna put her under the dryer. And it took her hair an hour and 15 minutes to dry fully. So that's long, but not as long as some people. So what I'm gonna do next is how you unravel these twists is the same way you put them in. Just unwrap the rope. This will eliminate a lot of frizz. I also put a little oil on my hands before I started taking them apart because that also helps eliminate frizz. See those little curly curls coming through, those manipulated curls? They look pretty, they look shiny. That styling foam really put a nice shine on it. And I'm loving how it's looking. It looks silver to me. Like literally it looks silver. Again, try not to be super aggressive while you're unraveling these twists. Just take them out the same way you put them in. Two strands. One thing about her hair is that she, even if it did get a little frizzy, it would be okay because she kept saying, I want my hair wild. That's one thing I remember about her. She kept saying, I want it wild, I want it big, I want it wild. So I'm like, it wouldn't have been too bad if it got frizzy, but I definitely want to start here and be in control of the amount of wildness and frizz that I give it. I don't want to start off frizzy because if you start off frizzy, you can't go backwards. So you want to just start the way it is and then build it up from here. Now I'm just going in with my double layer pick, also by Kara Ashley, and I am just lifting the roots, and that's going to help give her some volume. I pull it through, but I do not pull it through the ends because that's going to break the curls up too much, and you want her hair to just get bigger over time. If you are natural or if you're considering being natural, every day the hair gets bigger and bigger. So You can start off big, but it's just going to just get bigger and frizzier and louder by the day. So I love my hair like day 4 and 5. It's huge. So, you know, I'd rather my hair get bigger on its own than me overdo it on the first day, because then I feel like it just gets old a lot sooner. So, from the looks of things, she loves her hair, and it's a good starting point for it to just get bigger and bigger every day. And how she'll take care of this, she can either get a bonnet. I don't like bonnets for twist outs and stuff because I feel like the hair can get smashed. But she can just pull it up in a pineapple on the top, tie a scarf around it loosely, and then in the morning, shake it back down. So, this was a great experience. And again, shoot your shot. If you feel like you want to come get filmed, let me know. And I might see you then. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.